Good morning, fellow TPC community. I greet you this morning again. I'm actually delighted to share this wonderful moment with you across the globe. Uh, my name is Emmanuel Mtiniswa. Today is the 6th of December 2018. I'm coming all the way from the Republic of South Africa in the Gauteng province. It's yet another wonderful day this side of Africa. We have got a semi-cloudy day, of which today temperatures are low as well. We are actually happy to have this opportunity to come live in terms of sharing the information in the Billion Coin community. Let us be invited, all of us, to go to the admin blog, because that is where we get all the reliable information, my dear Tibetan. And I would love to believe that most of the members are getting the right information coming from reliable sources like all our broadcasters throughout the globe. And because as a new cryptocurrency, the Billion Coin is only about 2.5 years old now, we need to keep on redirecting people in terms of the understanding the education of the Billion Coin. Now, allow me to go to the educational blog right now, my fellow Tibetians. Oh, let me just do my screen sharing again, once again. There seems to be something technically wrong here. Let me go back and share what I want to share with you. Right, let us go to our Kringle Cash portal. I think there's something mechanical wrong here. Just let me stop this. Okay, anyway, let me just try and do my screen sharing. There's something wrong with my system today. I don't know what is going on now. But anyway, technology is like that. It will always have some. There's something not going right now. Oh, there was a bit of a technical problems with my system here. I hope you can now get hold of me. You can get hold of me now, I assume. Let us go to the Billion Coin blog for now, my dear TPians. Let me just cross over to the Billion Coin admin, where we are going to access to get the information which we need to deal with. Allow me once again to log into the Kringle Cashback office. Wants me to go across to the Kringle Cashback office. Things are happening here in the Billion Coin economy, so we need to quickly share some certain aspects with you. Right, today I just want to pick up on these articles here. I'll come back to what I intend to share with you. There are newest blogs. Millionaires do their homework. This is a video. Millionaires do their homework. If you happen to have time, please get into assessing the information. Know what is going around in our community. See, we've got such a seasoned leaders. Mr. Stephen Kefi is always online these days, is always sharing some very much useful information to us so that we don't get lost. So please, every time, let us access these information. New members instructions to get off to a fast start. If you click here, you are going to listen to one of our seasoned players, Mr. Randy Wilson. Once you click there, you are going to understand how our newest members must access things in the Billion Coin. And they will open up. But I'm not going to go ahead with this one. It's a matter of sharing information. We need to share information with amongst each other. This other one says financially TPC has always stood on its own, and admin thanks each of you. It's also a video. You can click at the comfort of your own. Access the information. Some of them you can be able to watch only the video. Some of them you can rewatch and read as well. This information is for us, my dear colleagues across the globe. Then the other one says, how do we get financial rewards from TPC? How do we get financial rewards? We need money. We need something to buy. We need to be able to make ends meet. We have children. We've got our responsibilities as senior citizens, as heads of families. So let us listen to Mr. Randy Wilson through this video, sharing with us how do we get financial rewards in TPC. Anyway, these are some of the latest updates. Monumental federal court rules case in favor of cryptos. IC against SEC. It's a video. All of this is for us to actually get into and share with our fellow TPians. Now, today, I want us to look at this, my dear friends. I don't want to go far today. Immediately after logging into your Kringle Cashback office, I'm doing this particularly for our newest members. We have this issue, this item, the rapid 24-hour and the rapid 24-hour and the rapid 48-hour cookie rewards, where you have to bring in 2 referrals. Once they pay their $10 admin fee, within 24 hours, you are going to get a full coin and 10 million cookies on top, plus, of course, 25,000 cookies for registering. And they must also duplicate your action within the next 24 hours. You understand? So that they will also have their tools under them. When they do that, they're going to get 10 million cookies plus 25,000 cookies for registration within the next 24 hours, meaning after 48 hours, they will be qualifying. And you on top will be qualifying to get the full coin. Now, I want us to look at the face of the Kringle Cash back office today, because we tend to ignore some of the issues here, particularly to our newest members. If you have, this is your KCBO. If you have any issues that you want to send concerning your account, we have got the help desk where you can click, and through your email, you can start communicating with your with our help desk. They are able to help any registered member after a couple of hours. So let us know how to access the help desk as members of the Billion Coin. We also have got this other one, the send button test. These are the 10 questions of which our newest members must get actually accustomed to. I would love to encourage our newest members to read always. Like for instance, question 1, it goes on to say, your world is rapidly changing and a window of opportunity has opened for humanity to move in the direction of abundance for all, while the status quo is quickly moving towards exercising greater power and control over the masses through technology. This window of opportunity will be shut within the next couple of years if we let them close it. Collectively, our children will inherit the world we leave behind. When enough of humanity embraces abundance as a lifestyle, together we can empower each other to enjoy it. It goes on to say, we want people to understand our coin and its purpose and mission before they make a purchase or pay any fees for it. Passing this test will demonstrate you do understand what we are offering and agree to willingly participate within our private community. The value of our coin is directly tied to our membership agreement and has nothing to do with a market, which is why our coin always appreciates in value as our membership grows. We know this is highly unusual within our world as it is today. We lead in the abundance movement with this coin. It has been designed to empower its users greatly. All of this is based on the idea that a living man and a woman is actually worth more than their weight in gold. Life is more valuable than any pile of rocks. You can as well view through this link here if you want to get more answers or more clarity. Now, obviously, a new person has to undergo these 10 questions immediately after paying the $10 admin fee. Then it goes to say it is a multiple type question. The first question says, what determines the value of our coin? We have got 2 answers to choose from. A, It is based on the supply and demand of it as it is traded in the open public markets, or as living men and women are more valuable than gold, and they agree to add their value to the value of our coin. It appreciates in value as each new member joins the community. So the correct answer goes to number 2. Then you can always continue. You click the continue. Then you go to question 2. Obviously, the system is designed in a manner that it will show you that you have answered the questions correctly, since you can see from here. And question 2 says, because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network, and the discounters of our coin will have their send buttons turned off by admin. Other abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. If a member, a send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people discounting them. Will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss. Let me just have a look here. It says, and automatically create loss for property, and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Then there is this question here. Are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choosing? There are 2 options here, answers to choose in. The first one says, no, our coin is part of a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Number 2 says, yes, you purchase the coins, and it is your property to use as you wish at whatever price you want. So the correct answer goes as no. Our coin is part of a private community, and you have to conduct all transactions at a published current price only. Then you click your continue. It will tell you that you have answered your question number 2 correctly. Then you go on to number 3. Question number 3, the greatest risk to using our coin is what is called legislative risk. The concept of abundance based currency is disruptive to the current financial system created by the elites, governments, and lawmakers, and may at any time deem TPC to be unlawful within any specific country. One can observe the reactions governments have concerning Bitcoin as an example of this legislative risk. It is possible at any time that coins purchased could become worthless within countries that write laws against the use of these coins. No refunds of any kind can be expected if this happens to the coins you purchase. It is not the responsibility of admin of TPC to keep track of all the laws in all the countries all the time. Each member is responsible for knowing the laws within the countries they reside and act accordingly. Then the question goes on to say, are refunds available if these coins become illegal within the country of the purchaser? Then there are 2 options. The first one says, yes, you can expect both the admin of TPC and the member that sold you the coins to refund all the money you spent on buying our coins. Option number 2 says, no, it is the buyer's responsibility to know the laws of their own country, and 100% of the risk of purchasing something that later becomes unlawful is upon the buyer only. So, my dear colleagues, the right answer is no. It is the buyer's responsibility to know the laws of their own country, and 100% of the risk of purchasing something that later becomes unlawful is upon the buyer only. So you continue by clicking here. It will tell you that you have answered question 3 correctly. Then you go to question 4. It says there is undeniable historical evidence that the current global financial system and its associated markets are all designed to be parasitical by its nature. It is a completely rigged to make the rich richer and the poor poorer, ultimately feeding the elites greater wealth, as they are the parasites positioned at the top of this elaborate scheme, propagating artificial scarcity while brainwashing the masses institutionally. References such as the establishment, the powers that be, and the status quo, okay, are used to describe the current unnatural system. Participation in a community and its private money that embraces the truth about the nature of abundance on earth can be seen as a form of protest. It is far better that any form of protest is not done in ignorance. To be part of our community is to knowing protest the very system that spreads global poverty and the ultimate demise of mankind if it is left to reach its final destination. Then the question says, is it wise to challenge the powers that be by belonging to a private community that has chosen to go its own way towards the ideal of abundance? We have got two answers here. The first one says, yes, the only hope humanity has comes from spreading truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. I hope this is clear to some of us, my dear leaders. Then it goes on to say, the second one says, no, we should just go along with the current system and everything will be fine for all of us. So the right answer is yes. The only hope humanity has comes from spreading truth and righteousness in spite of the evil nature of the world at large. Then you click continue. It will tell you that you have answered questions 4 correctly. Then question 5 is there on the screen. It says, the mission of TPC is to end poverty globally. To succeed at this mission, the community must grow to 1 billion members, which in turn raises the price of each TPC coin to 1 billion grains of gold each. The admin of TPC has created a distribution system that will in turn create about 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires for a sustainable and robust TPC economy at a cost of 110 USD. That one, okay. Now we are attached to grains of gold. So we are going to change this $110 as to 110, to 40 grains of gold worth of criminals by each participant during the distribution phase of TPC. All of these wealthy TPC members will have more than enough resources to fully employ the remainder of humanity and thus end poverty globally once and for all. Over time, this community will become more and more organized in its efforts to achieve this grand mission. Now the question says, is it really possible to ever end poverty for all on earth? We have got two answers. It says, no, only a foolish person would ever believe that ending poverty is ever possible. Second question answer says, yes, while the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the numbers involved in this plan to end poverty globally makes it more than possible. Then the right answer is, of course, yes. While the plan may seem to be too simple, clearly the sheer scope of the numbers involved in this plan to end poverty globally makes it more than possible. Then you click the continue. Once you click the continue, it will show you that you have answered question 5 correctly. Then you go to question 6. It goes on to say, mankind has always enthusiastically embraced the advances in technology. At one time, not too long ago, having a telephone in your car was only available to the richest among us. Now, even some of the poorest people on earth carry a smartphone in their pockets. Advancements in all areas of technology have gone vertically in the development curves. Great change is coming as a result. Either these technologies will liberate mankind to make any dream possible, or they will doom mankind towards an inescapable enslavement and a misery never before seen for mankind. Knowledge for all things is practically available for all at our fingertips today. Our community seeks to empower even the smallest among us to rise up and fulfill their respective purpose embedded within each the day they were born. We are creating our collective environment to allow each one of us to flourish in abundance. This video reviews questions 5, then moves to 6 and 10. Please, okay. Then the answers, the questions are here. Here's the question. Can we do something about not starving to death as robots take over all our jobs? The options, A says no. The best we can hope for is that our governments will take care of us all with some kind of a living wage so we don't die due to the lack of jobs robots will bring. Then the other one says, yes, TPC is the correct answer because it is better that a money system is driven by the people instead of the elite, and the community embraces the truth about abundance. So the correct answer is yes. Then you continue to click. You go to, it will tell you you have answered it correctly. You go to question 7. Currently, TPC is a centralized and admin has the power to turn on and off the send patterns meetings of each of the members. At first, admin launched TPC as a decentralized coin network, and due to members discounting the TPC coins, the abundance-based currency idea practically died in that environment. The coin network was rebuilt and centralized as a result in order to continue to spread the concept of an abundance-based currency. Admin remains unknown, you see? For the same reasons, the creator of Bitcoin remains unknown. Admin could have walked away from a decentralized system and easily remained unknown. TPC is still very much under development at this time, and admin is needed to keep the system going now. For now, once we are close to the end of the distribution phase, admin will redesign the entire coin network to once again operate in a decentralized fashion. It is the best interest of all participants within the TPC community to respect the privacy and the privacy of admin and allow the TPC community to grow quickly. Now we have a question, my dear friends. It says, isn't it vital to my success within the TPC community to personally know the identity of the TPC admin? Question A says, it is true. Question B says, it's false. So the correct answer is false. We don't have to know the identity of admin. Let's continue. Let us click. What does the result say? It says you answered question 7 correctly. Then, my dear friends, let's go to question 8. Each member of TPC is responsible to stay updated and educated on TPC by going to the blog and studying its contents daily. The next question will require you to go to the blog and read a specific article in order to answer it correctly. Please go and read the BillionCoin.Greed versus Abundance poster. But for now, due to time, we won't go there. Now let's go to the question straight away. It says, isn't greed a good motivator for those of us in TPC to build a life of true abundance? There are two answers. The first one says no. The second one says yes. So, isn't greed a good motivator? No, it isn't a good motivator. So we click then we continue. It tells us that we have answered question 8 correctly. Then we go to question 9. It says, the entire concept of ultimate success of TPC, with its mission to end poverty globally, cannot be achieved on the backs of a relatively small number of TPC leaders. It should be self-evident that a really challenge to the powers that be must be done by a mass majority of the population. The only way for humanity to unshakely itself from the debt-based enslavement system of today and to avoid the high-tech enslavement metric of tomorrow is by each finding their own voice to carry out their personal freedom from it. We each must be responsible for our respective freedoms. Leaders lead, but they cannot free you. You and only you can set your course towards freedom. Support leaders within the TPC community with everything you got. Learn to become a leader yourself. Start by finding your voice. We encourage all members of the Build TPC community to publish and promote TPC testimonials on YouTube and to upload them to the website. All members should learn how to do live YouTube broadcast and participate as much as possible on the 24/7 live broadcast schedule. This 24/7 live broadcast is a far better solution to answering the inquiries of TPC prospects and the new members than a live chat feature sponsored and paid for by the TPC admin. You see? Then it goes on to say, the question says, isn't my voice too small to make a difference in the overall success of TPC? We have answers here. First, A says, no, we need you too to find your voice, to stand up for your freedom. The second one says, yes, you are only one person. How could what you say matter at all? So the best answer is no, we need you too to find your voice, to stand up for your freedom. Then you click there, then you continue to click on continue. It says you answered question 9 correctly. Now, this is the last question, my dear friends. It goes on to say question number 10. TPC members are not allowed to be negative about TPC in public, such as making a negative Facebook post or comment on any social media. This is also a form of discounting the TPC currency. When a member is caught doing such things, other members will report it as abuse to admin, and your send button will be turned off for a period of time. We are creating wealth at hyper speeds for all of our members, and we will not allow abuse. If you don't like our policies and terms of conditions for our private currency, aka our rules, then please don't join us. It says, the question says, it shouldn't matter if I choose to express a negative opinion in a public forum. I have a right to do so. Correct? The answers we have is incorrect. Your negativity expressed openly in public, such as on Facebook, not only jeopardizes your purchase of TPC coins and their value, but it brings harm to the entire TPC community. And the best place to share your negative opinion is with a TPC leader privately, so that it has the opportunity of becoming resolved for you and all. The other one says, correct, you can't always be expected to withhold your desire to express negative opinions publicly about TPC, and you have no worries about the consequences of doing so. So, my dear friends, the correct question goes to incorrect. Then you click finish. Once you do that, it will tell you, congratulations, you have completed the questionnaire. Then this is how you have to tackle these questions as a new member of the Billion Coin. It's very easy. New members must always have time to read the send button test. We have, of course, the other important link here is the 2019 cruise. Some of our newest members are not aware that we have the 2019 Caribbean cruise, which is going to take place next year in March as we celebrate our 3rd anniversary. Please let us, new members, be informed about these events, the many important events happening in the Billion Coin. We are celebrating our 3rd anniversary next year through attending to the Caribbean cruise. As you can see from the pictures here, there are people who have qualified to undergo on this Caribbean cruise. So this information is right in your KCBO. It is for you. It is not there to decorate your KCBO. Then we can also go to broadcast. If you want to access any broadcasters, you can click on the broadcast 24/7 links where you can access certain broadcasters like myself. You might happen to find me in this here. These are our broadcasts. Even if this one is not clear enough, but there are so many links where you can click. If I can click on this one, you can learn from these respective broadcasters, because we are sharing the information as is, you see. And the other issue, the other item that I want to share with you, let us go back. Let's go back here. Right. We have the marketing part. This is the marketing referral link. You click on marketing, then you can always click on referral link to have your link. As each registered member, you have got the Kringle Cash link, which you can use to actually send to your respective prospects so that they can actually join through your link. When you do that, the chances are they are going to click it and they will be able to join our community, because we are looking for people to join us worldwide. And also in your marketing portal, you can as well, if you click here under marketing, oh, sorry, I think I went somewhere wrong. Let me go back. Let me click marketing. Let's go to marketing. There are some business cards as well. Business cards, your referrals, all this information. You can print your own new business cards for your TPC business aspects. Under marketing also, you have your referrals. If you have referred people, you click to see their status here. To see their status, you can see here, you can view here your registered members. You need to know how many people you have in your referral. Under marketing also, what we have, change of sponsor. If you manage to register yourself under admin, you can always change if you happen to get a reliable sponsor in the current time. You can always change from here. If you click there, change sponsor, you can always get a new sponsor who's going to help you. Then we have posters also. We have got TPC posters through your marketing portal of your Kringle Cash back office. You see, wonderful tools to help you as a member of the Billion Core. We need to be creative in all terms. You can see for yourself. Time is running out. Nothing is worse than missing an opportunity that could have changed your life. The Billion Core. These are the posters. Let us access these. Let us access these. It is for us to use them. We are not here just to lay there and act as if they are decorating. No, we need to use these articles to advance ourselves and attract people in our respective communities. Now, my time doesn't allow me to continue, I think so. Then you can as well, if you want to go to your genealogy, that's what you do. You click on genealogy. Oh, sorry, let me go back. If you want to click on genealogy, what happens? My system seems to be. Anyway, my members, due to time, I respect time. There's a lot of items in the KCPO. There's a lot of options down there. I couldn't actually cover everything due to my limited time, my ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to show you, especially our newest members, how you can access information using your KCPO. Our Kringle Cashback office has so much valuable information for us. So we shouldn't actually stay in the dark, stay ignorant about our KCPO. Let us always follow those links down to the last item of our Kringle Cash back office. If we know, we can always play around with these links and we can always access them. We can always also show this to our closest people in our communities. Our KCPO is a friendly user back office. It is not even complicated. But if you need to get any information, you always go to your education site, and you can always access our TPC updates. For instance, if I want to go to my education site, you can always click here, education. If you click on education in your KCPO, you are going to have options being displayed right in front of your face. You can read these updates coming from the Billion Coin admin. So every day we have something to do. Even if you are at home feeling lazy, please try and access these wonderful updates from the Billion Code so that we can keep ourselves updated. There are so many. Even if you go to option 2, you will access more information of the Billion Code. Read. As we read, we will always be aligned in the right perspective, in the right direction. We will be able to share the right information as it comes from the horse's mouth. So this is all what I wanted to share with you, my dearest members, particularly each and every item here is very much important. If you are a newest member, let us access it, let us discuss issues, let us understand our KCPO. For now, my leaders, due to time, allow me to say bye and bye. We shall meet again in the next episode, in my next contribution. Today, I wanted to contribute on the KCPO and the articles around our Kringle Cashback office. May the Lord bless each one of you till we meet again. Thank you. Bye.